That office led the country in asking the following questions. Just tell us what the facts are. It's the only district attorney to convene a grand jury for a lengthy period of time looking at the question, what is the story with respect to any and all abuse occurring within the Roman Catholic Archdiocese in Philadelphia? They produced a report that was over 400 pages long. I was fortunate to be part of that group, although just on the issues of what was constitutional and legal reform. But I can tell you, everyone working in that office cared about one thing and one thing only. And that was, what are the facts that we need to know to protect children in the future? And they produced a report that listed the things that need to be done. Some of them have already been done in Pennsylvania. Others are waiting in line. But it was the truth that they were seeking. It was the facts they were seeking. And what they found is that the Archdiocese and the hierarchy as a whole was not terribly interested in releasing the facts. Rather, they were more interested in calling one of my heroes, Lynn Abraham, essentially anti-Catholic, instead of focusing on the facts. We have tremendous perils for children in religious settings because for many religious groups there is a theology, there is a rule within the organization that requires the believers to keep bad behavior from within the group secret. In the Catholic Church, it's called the rule against scandal, but many religious organizations have almost identical rule. And the rule works as follows. If there is criminal or inappropriate behavior, abuse of children within the religious organization, you don't tell the prosecutors, you don't tell the press. But if the secret leaks out to the press or the prosecutors, you go to them and you say, please honor our religious tradition. Please do not embarrass us. And for decades, the prosecutors and the media agreed that there were worse criminals, there was worse activity out there that they could talk about, and they would let the abuse issues be treated in-house. So bishop after bishop promised, yes, if you don't tell anybody, we'll take care of it in-house. Rabbis promised, this should never go out. It will ruin our faith. We will take care of it. In the FLDS Church, the Fundamentalist Mormon Church, the minute any revelations come out, their public relations firm goes into hyperdrive and calls everybody names except themselves. It is a rule that the believers may not tell anybody else about the abuse inside. And the result, when we cooperate with that, is that none of us learn about the abuse. And the big winner in that universe is the pedophile, because he operates most successfully under cover of secrecy. And if your group has decided that nobody can talk about it in the group, that nobody can talk and take it outside of the group, and that it will condemn anybody who takes it outside of the group, the pedophiles get the cover they need to go to the next child. So when the bishop says, no, you really should not have done that, I'm going to send you over to this parish or this state, or I'm going to send you to Mexico. When that happens, it empowers the pedophiles. And our biggest problem right now with respect to facts and not having enough facts is, how do we identify the predators among us? And it's very, very hard, because the predators among us in religious groups, but even more abundantly in the home, are the nice guys, the charming guys, the guys you want to spend time with your family, the women you trust to spend private time with your children. That's how they get what they want. They have to have an outward patina that makes you think, oh, it would be good for my child to go to the shore with this individual. I wouldn't let any other adult take my child to the shore, but this individual I definitely can trust. And in the religious setting, They capitalize on the trust that as a culture we have inculcated about clergy. We trust clergy. And the problem is when we trust them blindly, when we don't get the facts out, and when we don't know the facts, the vulnerable are sacrificed. And in our society, too often, children are sacrificed in the interest of protecting the adult organizations and the adult reputations. So I hope today will be first, in the first panel, a series of revelations about the facts, what is really going on in the fundamentalist Mormon Church, in the Catholic Church, in the Orthodox community, and in the Muslim community. None of the legal reforms that are out there today, which we'll discuss in the second panel, none of them are targeted at any one group. The sad thing is that 25% of our girls are sexually abused and 20% of our boys. And I want to thank you for coming today, and I look forward to hearing what our experts, some of the best people in the country to talk on these issues, have to say. And thanks very much.